It was another fantastic weekend of FA Cup football. Once round 2 finishes, all thoughts turn to round 3. The chance for so many of the lesser lights to mix it with the biggest names in English football. It's time for the FA Cup third round draw, taking place at Anfield, the home of the holders, Liverpool.
Hello there, welcome to Anfield, home of Liverpool, the current Emirates FA Cup holders who won the competition for an 8th time last May. Tonight, of course, they and the rest of the Premier League teams join 24 Championship clubs and the other surviving EFL and non-league sides for the draw that is a highlight of any English season. The third round has provided us with many magic moments down the years, and it helped us out with 2 people who've got a rich cup history of their own. Former Lioness Rachel Brown-Finnis was just 15 years old when she played for Liverpool in a Women's FA Cup final, although she'd have to wait until the ripe old age of 29 before finally getting her hands on the trophy with the blue half of Merseyside. You loved those pictures, Rachel, didn't you? Lovely to see you. Now, widely regarded as one of the finest English defenders of his generation, Mark Wright helped his country reach the semi-finals of the World Cup in 1990, before moving here to Anfield, where he'd lead the Reds to FA Cup glory in 1992. Mark, great to see you too as well, and that came on the back of some heartbreak, did it not, in the semi-finals with Southampton? Personally, that must have meant a great deal to you.
You know, to Southampton, we lost in 2 semi-finals. One to Everton, 1-0 at Arsenal, and then we lost to Liverpool, and I unfortunately broke my leg in it and missed the '86 World Cup. So and if I'd have gone there, maybe I'd have caught Maradona when he went gliding through. Maybe I wouldn't, but maybe I would have done.
All ifs, so's and maybes, perhaps.
Maybe.
Yeah. Now, look, you subsequently, of course, managed non-league sides, the likes of Chester and Southport, so you know what it's like at the other end of the football pyramid.
Well, John Coleman was saying it before, and that's what it's all about. It's about getting a good draw, you know, away from home, and especially with Arsenal, we were talking about it before, you know, down there where the prices don't change. That's a great thing, because it's a lifeline to them clubs. They need that revenue to come through if they're to improve the side, and you know, to get a good cup draw is a long way towards going there.
Rachel, what was it like playing in such a big occasion at just 15 years old?
Probably didn't really think about it too much. Didn't really know what pressure was at the time. It was one of the first games to be live on TV, which, you know, nowadays is the given for Women's FA Cup finals. But, you know, we played on the Sunday and I went back to school on the Monday. I was doing my GCSEs that year, so it was head back on that, yeah. All
right, before we get started, a few balls to watch out for. So here's a reminder of those you might want to see. Number 2 of the Premier League leaders, Arsenal. 12 8-time winners, Chelsea. 21 holders and hosts, Liverpool. 23 Premier League champions, Manchester City. 24 are Manchester United. Spurs are 39. 46 are the National League leaders, Wrexham. Boreham Wood are 57, who shocked League One Bristol Rovers. 58 National League, Dagenham and Redbridge or Gillingham, one of only 2 replays required, with 61 being Chesterfield, who knocked out Wimbledon. So let's get things going. Mark will draw the home teams and Rachel the away side. So do so if you can. Let's begin the draw for the third round.
OK, balls going in. Still some in there.
Right. Give them a good mix as well. Make sure they're out of the bag.
Yep, they're all out. Oh, no, hold on. Yeah. Yeah, all out. Give them a good mix.
And away we go.
Number 30.
Number 30, so the first name out of the hat. Preston, 9th in the Championship.
Against number 17.
Will take on Huddersfield, also of the Championship.
Number 25.
Number 25, a Middlesbrough of the 2nd tier.
Against number 8.
Will face Brighton and Hove Albion, having a terrific season so far in the Premier League, in 7th place.
Number 61.
Number 61, a Chesterfield, who've won their last 6 matches in all competitions. Spoken to a couple of their players tonight.
Against 41.
will play 41, West Bromwich Albion.
Number 23.
Number 23, Manchester City, second in the Premier League as things stand. At home too.
12.
Will take on Chelsea in an all-Premier League affair at the Etihad Stadium.
56.
56, which is either Charlton or Stockport, pending a replay, of course.
63.
Will take on Walsall of League Two.
57.
57, Boreham Wood. Through to the third round once again, of course.
47.
Will take on Accrington Stanley. Two of them are here tonight. I would love to see the look on their faces right now.
39.
39 are Tottenham, fourth in the Premier League under Antonio Conte.
52.
Will take on Portsmouth, seventh in League One.
64.
64 are Derby County, your former side, one of your former sides, Mark.
50.
Will play number 50, Barnsley, sixth in League One.
11.
11, Cardiff City.
19.
Take on Leeds United of the Premier League.
Number 7.
Number 7 are Brentford. An encouraging Premier League season for them so far, 10th as things stand.
42.
Will take on West Ham United of the Premier League as well.
Number 1.
Number 1, AFC Bournemouth. Gary O'Neill has just signed a permanent deal for 18 months, announced in the last 48 hours.
Number 10.
Will take on number 10, Burnley, the current leaders of the Championship. Your former team as well, of course.
Oh, it still is.
Or, yeah, still is.
13.
Well, supporting team.
13.
13, Coventry of the Championship.
46.
Take on 46, Wrexham, the current National League leaders.
28.
28 are Norwich City of the Championship.
5.
To face Blackburn Rovers, also of England's second tier.
3.
Aston Villa, 12th in the Premier League as things stand.
55.
Will face Stevenage.
22.
Luton Town, 10th in the Championship.
43.
Wigan Athletic of the same division.
59.
59 are Oxford United, a former side of yours, of course, Mark.
Number 2.
Will play Arsenal.
You would have to do that.
Current Premier League leaders.
48.
48, Fleetwood.
31.
Will play 31, Queen's Park Rangers of the Championship.
21.
I wonder why that's gone down well. Liverpool, currently 6th in the Premier League.
44.
Will play Wolverhampton Wanderers, bottom of the Premier League.
45.
Grimsby of League Two.
62.
Will play Burton Albion of League One.
Number 6.
Blackpool, 23rd in the Championship.
29.
To play Nottingham Forest, 18th in the Premier League.
58.
58, Dagenham and Redbridge or Gillingham, pending a replay.
20.
Will play host to Leicester City, 13th in the Premier League.
51.
51, Forest Green Rovers of League One.
4.
Will play Birmingham City of the Championship.
Number 9.
Bristol City.
38.
Will play Swansea City, an all-championship affair.
54.
54 are Hartlepool, 24th in League Two.
36.
Will play Stoke City of the Championship.
18.
18, Hull City.
16.
Play Fulham of the Premier League.
14.
14 are Crystal Palace, 11th in the Premier League as things stand.
35.
Southampton, also of the Premier League.
26.
26 are Millwall, 6th in the Championship at the minute.
34.
Will play Sheffield United, 2nd in the Championship.
53.
53 is Shrewsbury. This is their 6th straight season in the 3rd round of League One.
37.
Sunderland, who are 15th in the Championship.
60.
60 is Sheffield Wednesday, doing well in League One in 3rd.
27.
27 and Newcastle, doing brilliantly under Eddie Howe, 3rd in the Premier League, will go to Bramall Lane.
24.
Manchester United, 5th in the Premier League. Who will be going to Old Trafford?
15.
It will be Everton. 17th in the Premier League. An all top flight affair, Manchester United against Everton.
32.
32 are Reading, 12th in the Championship.
40.
Will take on Watford, 4th in the Championship.
49.
49 are Ipswich Town, doing very well under Kieran McKenna, 2nd in League One.
Last ball. Number 33.
And Ipswich will face Rotherham, 16th in the Championship. 20 years since they progressed beyond this stage. And that concludes then the draw for the FA Cup 3rd round. Our thanks to Mark and to Rachel. Those ties will be played between the 6th and the 9th of January.
Well, let's recap the draw for you and some fascinating ties. And Chesterfield, of course, non-league in the 5th tier. They will host West Bromwich Albion. They will fancy their chances of making it through to the 4th round, I'm sure. And what a tie between Manchester City and Chelsea. 6-time and 9-time winners, respectively. A really good game in prospect at the Etihad. And the reward for Boreham Wood, the lowest ranked team left in the competition, 12th in the 5th tier. They will face Accrington Stanley. London derby in West London. It's Brentford taking on West Ham. Coventry, the 1987 winners, well, they will face Wrexham, of course, top of the National League at the moment. Top of the Premier League, Arsenal, and record 14-time winners, they will travel to Oxford. Liverpool, of course, are the holders, 8-time winners, an all-Premier League encounter for Jurgen Klopp's team as they take on Wolves. And 5th tier, Dagenham and Redbridge, if they get beyond Gillingham, will face Leicester in the 3rd round. Well, Newcastle are starved of silverware recently. Potentially, can they get beyond Sheffield Wednesday and go all the way this year? And what a tie at Old Trafford. A repeat of the 1985 final, which of course Manchester United won, and the 1995 final, which of course Everton won, as United and the men from Goodison go head-to-head. And that was the draw for the 3rd round of the Emirates FA Cup. Ties to be played over the course of the weekend from the 6th to the 9th of January 2023. Join us then.